I don't cuss because I say that I have a small fan base, like the young fan base.
Yeah, you have
so
young
I go,
kids that
princesses don't cuss. But what I
I'm
do
not a
say,
princess.
no,
I'm
you're
a queen.
That is why. That is why. Snaps.
Hey, babies. Welcome to the Dr. Beauty Podcast hosted by me, Dr. Ana Guanche. I'm so excited you're here. We plan to educate, inspire, and entertain you. This podcast is not just about beauty. It's about lifestyle, inspiration, life hacks, and of course, beauty. Babies, I'm so excited to have Mexican pop princess
Ángela Aguilar.
Ángela Aguilar.
This is so exciting. I'm so excited to be here with you. You're so beautiful. I'm literally, I come from like doing so many things today, but I'm so excited to talk to you, like have a good time and just, explain a little bit of what I do.
Same. You're so spunky and energetic. And I took your phone number and I'll tell our listeners that she said, put me in there as the Mexican pop princess.
Yeah. So basically it's a big story in the way that it's like I just wanted you to remember, but they call me the Princesa de la Música Mexicana, which means the princess of Mexican music. So that's kind of what I do.
I love it. What is your inspiration? I think I know who your inspiration is, but who is your inspiration? Tell us.
So basically, I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory for the people that don't know me. I grew up in a family of singers and actors. My grandparents were actors and singers, and my grandpa shot more than like 150 movies. He was nominated for Oscars. My grandma also nominated for Oscars. She was also an actress and a singer, and they did a horseback show, as in they were singing on top of horses. Throughout the whole world. So they would do shows in Colombia and in Chile, in Venezuela, in Miami, New York, LA. Literally, they would take their horses everywhere. More so even that, like, to fly their horses, they would have to get, like, cargo planes so that the horses could fly, like, comfortably and stuff like that. So it was, like, the beginning of those, like, equestrian, like, musical shows. And then my father decided to go completely out of that spectrum, and he decided to do like Mexican pop music, right? He loves rock. He's literally the biggest fan of all like Journey and Aerosmith and like Pink Floyd and, but he grabbed that inspiration. He put some Mexican music in there. And then I'm the product of like the traditional, the not traditional put into one, but like Generation Z. And it's just like I started singing when I was 3, and now I'm 18.
And now you're 18. It's like a fusion, right? So it appeals to across a lot of different interests and cultures and things like that. I love it. So what's your daddy's name?
Pepe Aguilar.
Pepe Aguilar, and he's like a worldwide phenomenon.
I'm his number one fan. I will what's it called? I will brag about my father.
Brag. We want to hear all the bragging.
9-time Grammy Award winner, 13 Premios Lo Nuestro Award winner, has a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Literally, we sell out a couple of staples a year. Like he's amazing. I'm his number one fan, and I love him very much.
Oh, I bet he's your number one fan too.
Well, he taught me everything. He must be my number one fan.
Do you have any siblings?
I have 3 other siblings. My younger brother, well, he's older than me, but he's the youngest. He is also a singer. He writes a lot of music. My older sister, she studied entertainment business management, so she can manage us.
Oh, that's awesome. Is she doing that yet, or she's
she finished, and now she's managing and she's helping out with the tour and everything. And
amazing.
My older brother, he has a girlfriend. That's all I'm gonna say about him.
All we're gonna say about him. And he's obsessed with her. Is that?
Yeah,
what it is?
that's basically it.
She's gonna hear this.
It's okay.
It's good.
She knows.
That's what she wants to.
She knows that's how I feel. No, this is kidding.
So tell me, where do you perform? Where do you do your performances?
Like geographically or like where? Oh, geographically, everywhere.
Everywhere, right?
Literally,
do you find it
wherever.
hard to balance like your traveling and your personal life and all that?
I think for me specifically, since I travel with my family, my personal life is my professional life. But as I've gotten older, I've just found friends in the way that like can travel with me and can travel to me because I think one of the things that people don't realize when you're a singer and or when you're like constantly like moving and traveling for work is that you can't go to the birthday parties. You can't go to when your best friend is going into labor. Like there's certain things that have happened to me that I've lost a lot of those moments because I've been working. So it's like you have to find people and you have to surround yourself with people that are like understanding of the situation.
That makes sense. And that'll probably extend to whoever you eventually get into a relationship with.
Oh,
unless
definitely.
You're going to take them with you, which is the best of all options, probably.
But they can follow me.
They can follow
me. Why
not? Why not? Why not? That's a great attitude.
Yeah.
I love that. You're very mature for your age, probably because you've been performing since childhood, right? So you're super comfortable.
I think I'm a little too comfortable, but the thing is, I never do interviews in English. I'm always doing interviews in Spanish and stuff like that. We're just two girls just talking about life, and I did my first interview when I was like 5.
Yeah.
So it's literally, I feel at home.
Just super comfortable for you.
Yeah, I feel at home.
Good. Did you just mention to me you have 14 dogs?
I have 14 dogs.
14 dogs.
27 horses.
27 horses.
Like 500 cows.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Here?
No, we have them in Mexico. We travel
okay.
with 2 of our pups, but because we're scared of them going under in the plane, you know what I mean? So we only travel with 2. But we have 14 at home, and we have pugs, and we have chihuahuas, and then we have choloscuincles, like the hairless dogs.
Oh, really?
You know the Mexican hairless dogs?
Yes.
We have 4 of those. And they just run around the whole ranch, and they make a mess, and they're so fun.
Love it. I have 3 dogs, and for me, it feels like I have a lot of dogs. I feel like I have a lot of dogs.
Really?
I have a patient who has 21 dogs.
Okay.
Out in Simi Valley.
That's a little too much for me.
Well, 14 is okay, though.
Because we're in a ranch. I don't see them that much.
She has a ranch out in Simi, I believe. And I remember when I was having a conversation with her, and I always think people are surprised when I say I have 3 big dogs. They're like, 3 dogs? She's like, well, I have 21.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me, what?
Did she adopt them? I think that's...
No.
No? Oh, wow.
No, they're purebred.
We can just say that they're adopted, and
okay,
it'll
they're
be
adopted.
perfect.
You know, they're adopted from their mothers. I mean, actually, right?
Yeah.
Somebody gave birth to them.
Exactly.
They're adopted.
They're housed in
They're
her.
adapted.
Exactly.
They have their own house, she told me. Their own house and their own everything. So it's pretty cool. I'm like, how do you even divide yourself to give enough attention to all these people, all these creatures?
Oh my God. The dogs are amazing.
Yeah.
They're the best companion. They know what you're doing. Like literally my dog, she will, when I feel sad or something, she will literally lay on top of my neck.
Yeah.
So that I'm like, she's like, this is how I'm going to help you. Even though she's not helping me, but she's like, I'm just going to be here next to you.
That's
so
why they call them comfort dogs.
She's the best.
Sometimes I trick my dogs into thinking that something's wrong with me.
Really?
Like if I just lay really still, they start coming around and like nosing me and trying to like see if I'm okay. And like, because that's their instinct is to like check on you,
Yeah, definitely.
So, but I love them. I don't have any horses though. And you're very much an equestrian, right?
Yeah, I've been riding since I was 8.
Yeah.
Then okay. So basically this is what happened. I live in a community where we have horses and there's horses all around, right?
Yeah.
So I thought it was a good idea to tell my 13-year-old brother to put the saddle on the horse so I could ride by myself.
Oh boy.
And I was riding, and the horse that we used to have, his name was Floro. He always did like a little kick before he started galloping, and I didn't know that because I was like so super young. I wasn't even paying attention.
Right.
And point is, I fell. I didn't break anything or anything, but I didn't tell my parents.
Oh.
And then I was just scared of riding horses, and then like 3 or 4 years ago, my dad decided to start Jaripeos Sin Fronteras, which is our horse show. And I was like, they were like talking about my brother Leo riding the horses, my dad riding the horses, my uncle riding the horses. I'm like, wait, so only the guys are going to ride the horses? I'm like, the feminist in me cannot allow this to happen. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start like practicing.
Good.
And that's how I started. And I started writing like 2 hours a day, or I would do like 2 hours of writing a day and then 1 hour of like exercise on top of the horse. And then now I'm writing everywhere.
I love it. I love it. So you got over your fear. Did he not put the saddle on correctly? Is that what happened?
No, the thing is just like every time I used to gallop, obviously somebody would be holding like the horse and like taking me around the arena. And I was alone. 8-year-old Angela on top of a really big horse. And I was just like, let's gallop. Like, and that's why I fell. But literally told nobody that story until like a year ago. And my dad was like, so irresponsible. He started yelling at my brother. I'm like, hey, that was like 8 years ago. You need to stop.
You can't yell at him.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
So as far as your siblings, you're the most sort of visible one, the most famous one.
Mm-hmm.
Does that cause any friction between the four of you? Does anyone feel like you're the favorite and they're not getting as much attention and stuff like that? Or
I love how I go, mm-hmm.
No, I saw the face. Mm-hmm. I saw the face.
No, you know what? Like, this is the thing. They take advantage of it. So at the end of the day, I'm filled with like, I take advantage of my dad. So I'm like, hey, can I make a reservation under Pepe Aguilar, please? So I can get like a really good table. Yeah. And then my sister goes, hey, can I make a reservation under Angela Aguilar so she can get a good table? Name. Yeah. So
it's only fair.
It happens in both. And my sister, like, you know, I feel like they get the best of both worlds, specifically my sister. My brother is also like famous in Mexico. Not so much like here in the States, but in Mexico he is. So my sister gets the best of both worlds because she literally travels all around the world. She doesn't sing. So she doesn't have that like the pressure of the 3 generations on her. And she literally like goes to the same restaurants, like gets all the special treatment. I'm like, when I get older, I want to be like you. That's what I want to do. When I'm older, I want to be like you. And it's so funny and it's so nice. And when we were little, it was hard because, and I think I've never said this in an interview, but when I was little, I would get super sad because my brother and we would sing together, and it would be like my dad. There used to be a place here in Los Angeles called the Gibson Amphitheater. And they now changed it into Harry Potter World or something like that, Universal Studios. And what happened was that it was the last show at the Gibson, and my dad was doing the last show. So he sang for like 4.5 hours. It was like so crazy because we were all super sad about that it was like the last show. And my dad... That was like one of the first places that my dad invited us to sing. So my brother came out, he sang, and the crowd was like really good. And they were like, yeah, good job, Leo, whatever. And then I come out to sing. And then the crowd is like super going crazy. And everybody's like yelling and whatever. I had no idea what I was doing. And I probably sounded horrible. But I think they saw like a little tiny like 6-year-old like singing, and they were so excited. So for me, it was very difficult, because I saw that it affected my brother. So what would happen was I would just not say like the good things that had happened to me, so I wouldn't make him feel bad.
Right.
But then after I learned that like everybody has their own hero's journey, everybody is going through their own path and stuff like that, at the end of the day, the people that you surround yourself with push you up. So if I'm able to do this, and if I'm able to have these doors opened, it's so you can walk through them as well.
That's right.
You know?
That's very wise. Because it gets to the point where you feel like apologizing for your success because maybe somebody right next to you isn't having that exact thing happening in their life at that time. They'll have different successes, and maybe they won't be as public or whatever, but it doesn't feel like it at the time. So it's good to embrace it and not be apologetic and not be guilty about it, but it's a process to get to that point, right?
Definitely.
And then I think also if you don't feel bad about it and it's just normal for you, that the other person that's around you almost doesn't feel as bad about it. If you just embrace it, right? Don't you think? Or no, they feel worse. I don't know. Depends on the person, I guess.
Literally, it's funny because for me, that happens with my dad. Like,
really?
Everything that I do, he can do better, and he's already done, and he's probably been, like, the best at it, right? So for me, it's like just trying to find my path in all of that. Like,
so you feel in the shadow of what he's done.
Oh, not in the shadow, but
see,
it's like
he's in a different generation. I mean, I think it would be. It's a little different than someone your own sibling or someone your contemporary.
But at the end of the day, we're not really looking into like the oldness of the artist or the
age of the artist,
age of the artist, but we're looking more so into like the capacity of transporting your music into a different generation and different artists, which is the same thing that my dad is doing.
Right.
But because he has so much experience, he knows how to target those things, and he has the most amazing like ear to like tell what things go and what things don't go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I guess when I look at my father, I'm like all the things that I want to be.
Yeah.
And
awesome.
Leo looks at my father the same way. And I'm a little bit closer to that because I just been performing more. But I feel like we love each other so much that if Leo wasn't in my life, I wouldn't be where I am, and he wouldn't be where he is without me. Because my dad would put competitions for us, singing wise. Like he taught us how to do everything from like voice modulations to inflections to correcting your pitch automatically to literally doing harmonies, the second, the third harmony. And my dad would be in the car, he would play a song and be like, now do the harmony. And whoever did the harmony first would win, right? So it was a competition always between me and my brother. And I think that made us like super, it like transported us like super fast because like the competition was in-house and now the competition is outside of the house.
Right. No, that's awesome. So would you say that your mentor, your idol is your dad?
My dad is my everything. Like he is my personal mentor, my like professional mentor. He literally is the smartest person I know.
Aww.
And he takes me through a good path. Yeah.
I love that. And does your mom get jealous?
Okay, my mom is also...
You're a daddy's girl.
Like, I don't know if I could say this, but like my mom is a badass. Like my mom is amazing.
Of course you could say this.
Like, I don't know what type of podcast this is, but ass is not that much of a bad word. And the thing is...
Compared to what we've had on this podcast,
really?
Is not a bad word. No,
okay, good. I don't cuss because I say that I have a small families, like the young families.
Yeah, you have
so
young
I go,
kids.
Princesses don't cuss. But... what I do
I'm not
say,
a princess.
no,
I'm
you're
a queen.
That is why. Snaps. No, like literally, it's just like my mom was a model.
Mm-hmm.
Then she became a momager. So my mom literally,
she's a momager.
She's the momager, and she is amazing. And she literally like helps me design my dresses, and she's literally taking care of this whole company. She's the CEO of our company. We have my parents have a record company, a record label. Yeah. They have their own like studios and everything. So my mom is amazing. She's a badass, and I respect them both. And it's really funny and it's really good because whenever something happens in my career that like makes me feel like, oh my God, this is amazing. And they're like, hey, come back down.
Come back down. Great.
Go to your room. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's super fun. It's just, since it's in family, there's like no boundaries.
That's good. They have a grounding effect on you.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, you're right. And also someone managing your career, like your sister, like you were saying, it's always important to have people you trust around.
Yeah.
And so what happens sometimes if you are someone who can have a lot of earning power is that you have to find people around that will manage your money, handle stuff, and do all these transactions and not take advantage of you.
Definitely.
So a lot of artists end up getting taken advantage of by their manager or by their team, or somehow you'll hear about that all through history about different people that have secretly gotten it taken advantage of, but your family won't do that to you. Most of the time. Your family won't do that to you. We can think of one famous family where it happened.
I saw a very big documentary on Britney Spears that says otherwise. But my family, they won't do that to me. Like literally, it's really funny, and I appreciate them. But they taught me since I was little to like take care of money. And
they did good.
So I literally spend 5% of what I earn, and that's the only thing that I spend.
Good for you.
Everything else is in my savings. And I'm working to be able to buy a house, to be able to build a house, to be able to like create those strong foundations that at the end of the day are going to be like financially way better for me than buying 10 purses at once.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Thank you for saying this. And I hope a lot of super young people are listening, and super old and super middle aged.
Super medium people.
all of you. Because there's always been this thing where people want to spend more than they have or appear to have more than they have by buying stuff and things. And what happens is then they're not building what they could actually have by investing or saving.
Yeah.
And what happens is, you have the fancy purse or 10 purses because you got money today, but you didn't do anything to have money in the future. And I always tell people, yours is even better, 5%, 10%, but I always say you can spend a third, save a third, and invest a third, so that your money's growing, but you're also still enjoying it right now. You don't want to save it all for later because you want to enjoy it. But I think a lot of times what happens is you're tempted to just spend it all.
Definitely.
And then some. And then take
and
some
then
on
some.
credit.
I agree. But I'm just working so I can like retire when I'm like 25 in Napa Valley, like with a big ranch. That's what I want to do with my life.
Really? Wait, tell us more.
No, watch.
You wanna retire to Napa Valley?
Watch my
or a ranch.
A vineyard. But like a vineyard ranch, why not?
A vineyard ranch.
It's so interesting because
that's funny.
In Mexico, I'm 18, so I can drink in Mexico. Yeah. In the United States, I can't drink because, that's why I said 25. But if I were to be able to retire right now, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't retire?
Not right now.
Okay.
Because I'm 18.
Yeah, you're 18. You got to work at least 7 more years.
My parents tell me, because the thing is,
right?
This is the thing.
Come on.
If I'm smart about it, I could probably like retire like at 27.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But I think what I'm going to do is this. So this is my life plan. My parents think I'm crazy because they think that my career, and they're probably right. I can't live without music.
Right.
But for me, I'm like, it would be super fun. It would be super fun to like take a sabbatical. And instead of a short retirement, it would be like my midlife crisis retirement while I'm like 25. So it's like my 1/4 life crisis.
Will be 25.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that's
my
not your
1/4 my 1/4 life crisis.
Your early life crisis. Well, honestly, I do feel like for people that I meet that are either child actors or started performing at a young age, it's like your working life started so early. Mm-hmm. And so that you're almost accelerated so that you feel very mature, first of all, at a young age, like you are, but also by the time you're 25, you've worked since you were 5. Yeah. Right? So you have a 20-year career under your belt. So saying you want to retire sounds funny to some people. Yeah. To start their career maybe after college, but for people that start working really early, it's a long road. Yeah. But you probably won't retire because people usually love, if you love singing and you love audiences, it's hard to give up. It's hard to not be doing that. Like suddenly not be in the public eye, not be performing.
I agree.
Kind of boring.
I'm a very weird 18-year-old because 18-year-olds I think are the people that I know are people that are like first time going to parties, first time like experimenting and going, and they're like seeing who they want to be and everything. I literally want to stay home reading books, drinking tea with my dog.
Are you an introvert? Maybe
that's literally no. Look at me.
No, but I've learned something about introverts. You can be an introvert at home. You can be an introvert in your personal life, and in your performance life, or your like in interviews or singing. You can be an extrovert, but in your actual personal life, you're an introvert. That happens.
I make so many friends, and like when I'm
okay, so you're not an introvert.
I'm not an introvert, but the thing is, I'm just tired of people sometimes. You know what I mean? But this is why. I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me why.
Because my family is filled with my siblings, and we literally have breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. So sometimes it's just like, hey guys, I'm going to go read my book.
I need to be like peace.
Go away. Yeah. Literally, I need to be at peace. And I think that's part of the meditation that has really, really worked for me. Like learning to be by myself, learning to be alone, because this career it's called the career of the lonely, right? Because you're traveling alone, you go to shows, you get home, you get to the hotel and you're by yourself, unless you get married or whatever. But for me, it's like I travel with my family, but I have one of my best friends He goes by himself to his shows, goes back to his hotel by himself, goes on the road by himself. It's like, it's the loneliest career.
Except for yours. Yours is different because you have your family. But for most
my family,
people, it is.
Have you seen those like the clown cars that the starts like one clown comes out and like there's 10 more that's going? That's me and my family. Literally.
I love it. That's awesome.
It is so fun.
It is fun.
I love it.
But it's good that you're setting boundaries and you know how to tell people like, okay, I need some quiet time. Don't harass me.
They know.
Leave me alone. They know.
They know. It's like my eye. It's like my no. It's like,
me alone.
Take a chill pill, guys. Yeah.
I love it. I love that. So we talked about who inspires you, or did we? It's mostly your dad, right?
My dad.
And then what? Do you have an inspirational quote that you love?
An inspirational quote? I think right now it just came to my mind. There's not a specific quote that I'm like, this is what I go through, but my grandma always told me this, and I'm someday going to get it tattooed when my parents don't kill me.
Uh-oh.
And basically, the tattoo says, thank you for everything. Thank you so much. And in Spanish, it sounds better. It's gracias por todo, gracias siempre. So basically, for me, it's just
a form of gratitude.
It's a form of gratitude because I'm so like heavenly blessed in my life. Aww. And I literally live a gigantic fairy tale. And I know so many other realities around me that are not the same. And I feel truly blessed to have like the support system I have, and truly blessed that like what I love to do is also what pays the bills. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Your career and what you love to do are the same thing.
Yeah.
That's a gift.
It's truly a blessing.
I feel that way too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
If you could pick any singer in the world to hang out with, who would it be? Other than your dad.
No, I wouldn't pick my dad. Is this
She's like, no.
No, you know what?
You can hang out with him anytime.
Yeah.
You don't need to use your wish for
even
that.
when I don't want to. I hang out with him all the time. No, but I think, you know what? I really love Alicia Keys' like energy, personality. I just read her book, and I think I really like what she does. I love how she's an actual like creative artist, and she like
she used to live right around here.
Dives into her right. I know. I saw her one time at the Latin Grammys because we were there because I was gonna perform, and she performed like two musicals before me. And I was looking at her. I was just like, oh my God, she's so pretty without makeup, because she knows she doesn't wear any makeup.
Beautiful.
And I'm like, ugh.
So if you could do a musical collab, who would be your dream collab person?
Do they have to be alive?
No, you can say whatever you want, but someone alive is more exciting because maybe it'll actually happen. Justin Timberlake?
No. Not that I don't love him, but not him. I think I would want to work with somebody like Adele, somebody that writes her own music. Maybe I could do something like with, I think Bruno Mars has an amazing vocal capability. I think that like Christina Aguilar is amazing. Literally, I performed at a thing called Potty, which is Person of the Year. They do it one day before the Latin Grammys.
Yeah.
And she was rehearsing before me because I literally went on right after her, like, who chooses that? But anyways, I'm like, why would I go after Christina Aguilera? Like, okay, thank you guys. Thank you. No, and the good thing is I didn't know, but she started the show and I was like two performances in, so I felt great.
Good.
But the thing was, I literally like look at her and she's just like doing these crazy like inflections and movements with her voice, and she's singing in Spanish. And it's hard for Americans to sing Spanish because the vowels are different.
Right.
And there's a different type of pronunciation with your R's, and, you know, it's just a different way of saying things. So Christina Aguilera. And then I love what The Weeknd did with La Rosalia, that he did a collaboration with her. I think something like that would be pretty cool.
That would be cool. He's been doing a lot of collabs.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot. And Elton John is really cool. All the
he just did one with Dua Lipa. It was really cool.
I love it. Dua Lipa would be good too.
Dua Lipa was nice. But
it's all gonna happen. You're just brand new. I mean, you're not new starting, but you've got so much.
Oh, I'm a baby.
You're just a baby
I'm
now.
a baby. Like, I literally go, when I was younger, but I'm still young. So it's like 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago when I was 16.
So long ago. You don't even know.
Yeah. I love it. So, do you feel like spinning the wheel?
Spinning the wheel?
If I spin the wheel so we can ask you stuff.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Well, everything I say can and will be held against me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God. Ready? I'm gonna hold it and you're gonna spin it.
Okay. So what do we want?
Jelly beans. I want you to get jelly beans.
What do we don't want? What is it?
You don't want jelly beans, but I want you to get jelly beans.
Why? What is a jelly bean?
Because
are they bad?
maybe.
You're terrible. I can't.
She got jelly beans.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
All the time, you guys.
The only
You
thing,
guys.
if it's spicy, I can do it because I'm Mexican.
Okay, spicy, no problem. What if it's gross?
Why would you give me a gross jelly bean?
I
Do you
don't
want me
know.
to come back to your podcast? This is a terrible idea.
Well, it's a special game.
Oh, I know what those are. So you can either get a good one or a bad one.
Yeah.
I have terrible luck.
You ready?
No.
Are you going to play?
Should I?
You can refuse to play.
But that's like...
That's no fun.
That's
I'll
no
play
fun.
with you. I'll play too.
Okay.
But I always get the bad one. Always. I always get the bad one.
Oh, don't say that because I have really bad luck. So now I'm going to get the bad one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you
she's
choose
got
first.
the waters ready. Look, here we go. Okay,
You
spin
have the
this
water.
little wheel.
You can give it to us now.
Give it to us ahead of time.
Because I have... Like, oh, and the worst thing is... Thank you. Thank you very much. The worst thing is my facial expressions say it all.
I know. We're gonna be able to tell right away.
Okay.
So you got to spin this little wheel.
Okay.
Oh, should we get the water ready? Look, she gave me a plate.
I gave her a plate.
I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. You're so mean. Courtney is the one whose brainchild this is, by the way.
Who chooses these things?
See,
See,
Eva LaRue. It was
I thought
Eva
we were going
LaRue's
to talk
idea.
about beauty products. I didn't think I was going to eat.
Well, we are going to talk about beauty products. Do you have some?
Can I just choose?
Oh, you spin. Okay, and then so then you got the blue one. So the blue gummy, it says that it's either going to taste like berries or toothpaste.
Oh, either or
That's
is
not
fine. It's
too
minty.
bad.
Oh, this is good.
That's not too bad. You got lucky.
So blue is this one, right?
Yeah, some people get that dishwasher one.
Oh.
Ooh.
Mint.
Oh, it's toothpaste.
No,
Wait.
I got mint. Is mint toothpaste?
Yeah, toothpaste. We got the toothpaste one. We didn't get the berry one.
That's good.
It's not too bad.
I would have not liked the berry one.
Last time I did it, it was like rotten egg or something.
Ew.
Disgusting. Anyway,
Anyway,
not too bad. We survived. Do you want to do another one?
no.
No.
I'll spin the wheel again.
Spin the wheel.
Mm.
Wear it or tear it. Okay, I'm going to ask you about different types of clothing, and you tell me whether you wear it or tear it. Do
Okay.
you like it or not?
Okay.
Tiger print maxi dress.
Wear it.
Oh. Crochet top.
Tear it.
Why?
It's grandma.
Huh?
It's grandma.
It's grandma. You don't want a crochet top. Well, crochet tops can be sexy, though. Those little mini ones. But anyway, fishnets.
No.
No, tear it.
Tear
Rip it. You can wear torn fishnets.
Not
Okay.
80s. Not the 80s. Not anymore.
No. What about a metallic green dress?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right?
Wear it, definitely.
Do you have any award shows coming up?
Literally the 24th I have Premios Lo Nuestro. I have 7 nominations.
What's it called?
Premios Lo Nuestro. It's like an important one.
Really?
Yeah.
Where
I'm
is it
excited.
held?
Miami.
In Miami. Ooh, I love Miami.
Oh my gosh. Miami's dangerous.
Probably really big in Miami. And
Mhm.
everyone goes crazy. Oh my God, I love Miami. I was just there. Okay, so you guys been?
Again?
Yeah. Again.
Okay.
Free association? Is that okay? I love free association. That
What
means
is
I
that?
say something and then you say whatever comes to mind. Okay?
Okay, one-worded answers.
One word answer.
Okay.
I say something, you say a one word answer.
Okay, perfect.
Horse.
Me. Literally.
Llorona.
Crying.
Okay. Selena.
Baila esta cumbia. It's a song.
Okay. You can't say more than one. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, baila.
Baila.
This is baila.
Blush.
Pink.
Okay. Cowgirl.
Me.
Flowers.
Men.
Man. Is there a man in your life?
You know what? There's many men in my life.
Oh.
My dad, my brother, my cousins, my uncles. You know, I have a lot of men in my life. That's what it is. But I will tell you a quick story about a man. This I haven't told anyone either.
Yeah.
And this is what happened to me literally in my last show. And there's this guy that's trying to get me to date him. I will not say names.
I hope
but
he's listening.
He literally sent me 700 roses to my hotel.
700 roses?
700 roses to my hotel. And it was like seven like big like bouquets of 100 roses.
Wow.
And then I read the card and it's like super cute or whatever. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Like, and I leave the roses at the hotel because it's like I'm not gonna take them to the venue with me.
Roses. Yeah.
Open the door of my dressing room. Another like 500 roses more over there. I'm like, this man is so in love with me. I can't even.
So
my dad goes, who is this guy? Like, why is he sending you these things? Like, and then the next day he sent my mom roses.
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
He got jealous. He was like, hey, I have to be the one that like spoils my girls.
Oh, your dad sent flowers to your roses to your mom. I see. You can't be outdone like that.
Can't be outdone.
How many 100 roses did he send?
I think more than like 1,000. Like
You're
literally,
kidding.
I promise you.
Okay, so did you go out with the guy? Did it work?
No, he can keep trying.
Keep trying. Keep him working.
He can keep trying.
How old is this guy?
I don't know, but like he's apparently like a good guy in the industry and like people know him, but
he's not like 40.
Busy. No.
Oh, okay. I was like,
imagine?
Okay. Yeah.
No.
I can imagine, unfortunately.
I can too. That's sad.
It's sad, yeah.
But not for me.
No, that's too much.
My dad would kill him.
Like
my dad is 6'7".
I know.
Literally will kill the guy.
The oldest is 21.
Your oldest?
The oldest that you could date.
Me?
Yeah.
But I'm 18.
I know. 21's the oldest that you should date.
I'm thinking around 25 is a good age.
25. Okay, I'll make an exception.
Oh, an exception. That's nice.
25. Oh, is that what you're thinking? Why do you think 25?
Oh, because like my brother is 23 and I think that he's a child. So I think that if he's older, I think he'll be more mature.
He'll be more mature.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
It's my mentality.
Yeah, no.
Probably
that
not
is true.
What's gonna happen.
There's probably not a lot of 18-year-old guys that are as mature as you are. That's true. Okay, and what about one last thing? Pose. Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. I love your Instagram.
I love your Instagram.
Really, thank you.
Your Instagram's
we
amazing.
Worked really hard on it.
I know.
Courtney
I need help with that. Like I'm literally the worst at Instagramming.
No,
like
I love your Instagram. I think it's amazing. All those beautiful art
you.
shots and everything.
Thank
but
you.
it is work. Instagram's
work.
Have constant content.
And your TikTok is amazing too. You're so consistent. Like literally, I'm so bad.
I post once a day. Sometimes twice a day.
Really?
But also the reason I'm consistent is because I actually enjoy really much. They're really enjoy doing
They're really fun. And then they get stuck in your head and then it's really cool.
You do get stuck in your head. Do you have a TikTok too?
I do have a TikTok.
Okay, you guys need to follow her, although she has like millions and millions of followers. So she doesn't need you, but if you want,
she doesn't need you. I do. Don't be rude. Go follow me. Like, please. No,
so tell us your handles.
No, Ángela Aguilar, wherever. It's the one that has a blue check mark.
Ángela Aguilar.
Wherever.
She is gorgeous. So spunky,
I'm gorgeous because of you.
Fun. Oh, literally, and I get to take all the credit.
Only reason why, not because of my mother, it's because of you. And
your mom's gonna love that.
I'm kidding. This was sarcasm, but you are amazing.
Me and your mom have a little coalition going. We're both.
Yeah, you guys got me good.
You're so sweet. Thank you. What kind of skincare? What are your beauty secrets? We want to hear about your
beauty secrets.
Being 18.
Being 18. That's one of them.
No, but I mean, a lot of times people struggle with different.
For me, I do just sunscreen so I don't get freckles. I hate having freckles on my face.
Good.
And then I always take off my makeup at night, and I don't use makeup wipes. I always use like a cleansing balm, and I use reusable cotton pads because I don't want to like kill the environment. For me, I guess my beauty hack is my no makeup is like I always put a tint on my lips and a tint on my cheeks, and I curl my lashes. That's my no makeup look. Like, it's not actually a no makeup look, but I think that a little goes a long way. And if you have your lashes curled, it like makes you look just like awake, and like that's my beauty hack. Like, literally. But I can't say another one. Like, oh, okay, this is a beauty hack. But I don't know. I think it works for like my skin tone. I'm a little bit more brown. But I use like a lighter eyebrow pencil to line my lips instead of a lip liner, because it lasts longer. 2, it's cool tone, so it matches more with like your skin while you're doing like a glossy lip. I think it looks really, really good.
Yeah, that lip liner trick is the one J-Lo uses too.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, probably the same makeup artist taught us. Both of us, probably.
Do you have the same makeup artist?
I literally work with everybody's makeup artist.
I love it. Yeah, it's like a little shadow you put under your lip with like a pale brown that almost is just slightly darker than your skin tone, and you can line your upper lip, and then she does the filtrum. And I know that from a very famous makeup artist that we interviewed. Cool. And so that little line under your nose, she darkens that too, so it's more distinct. And then she puts her lip color and gloss on, so her lips are fuller.
Make it look big. Yeah. Honestly, big lips are super cool. When I was little, I hated them.
You have beautiful lips.
I hated my lips, and now everybody likes my lips. So they're in now. People pay for these. So.
Yes. You know, when I was growing up, they'd call me Skinny Bone Jones, and they called me Blubber Lips. And it's so funny that I was teased for things that now people are like, they want to be thin, they want to have big lips.
Yeah.
And then I started teaching aerobics. I used to teach aerobics, step. I taught.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
You totally look like you like teach aerobics. Yeah.
I did. I love doing that, you know, and then my butt I thought was too big. So the whole time I was teaching, anywhere I went, I would have a sweatshirt tied around my waist to cover my butt. Well, now butts are all
okay. Thank you so much for this. What do you mean? You're skinny, have a big butt, and amazing lips. Like, please stop.
I don't know. It was all things that just wasn't popular.
Literally
during high school, unfortunately.
It all comes back. You're so beautiful. People, be unique in yourselves. Like, know yourself. Just don't validate yourself through other people's opinions, and you'll be fine.
That's true, because beauty trends are beauty trends. So just remember, if you're listening to this and there's something you have or don't have, or something you like or don't like, that, you know, trends come and go. You decide if you like it. Is that something, you know, that you think is beautiful or not? There's so many different ways to be beautiful. You don't have to do it like somebody else.
Definitely.
So,
and then what else do I do? Like, I always try to stay as long as I can without makeup until I can. And then I'm always trying to wear like have a good cleanser, have a good serum, have a good like routine where I'm like consistent.
And you're consistent. So you guys, consistency is key, and you're doing it, wearing sunscreen, wash all your makeup off every night before you go to bed. These are things I tell people all the time, but
and getting the occasional facial here always helps. So literally.
Yes, we have 2 estheticians here, so I love it that you come see us.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love them. I love them so much.
We do the diamond glow. We do extractions, and, you know, just kind of keep you looking and feeling beautiful. I love that. So it's kind of like a pampering too.
Yeah, and it's also a misconception because, I'm young and like I might not need as many things, but at the same time, it's really good to take care of your skin and start like preparing for when you're older. Like, my mom makes fun of me, but I put on wrinkle cream for my eyes and like around my mouth because I don't want smile lines and I don't want the little like lines here. So I'm like, I'm trying my hardest since little, like to like hydrate my skin as much as I can.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, just
it's absolutely
elongate
true that
the process.
The earlier you start, the more, you know, the more you can prevent. So if you're taking great care of your skin, wearing sunscreen, doing regular facials, not wearing makeup and going to bed,
drinking water
and drinking plenty of water. Those are the things that really will set you up to have beautiful skin for your whole life.
Yeah.
So you're doing it all right. I didn't mean to agree with you that I don't like freckles. I do love freckles. I'm a dermatologist. But you can have less freckling if you wear sunscreen.
Yeah.
And you'll notice
because there's a different, like the sunspots, you know, you want to take care of that, right?
Yeah, sunspots for sure. And freckles are actually an indication that your body's trying to protect itself, trying to make a tan, but instead it's doing like an incomplete tan. So some people get freckles, some people don't at your age. But So the fact that when you wear sunscreen, for you guys that don't want your freckles as much, if you wear sunscreen consistently, you won't get as many. So
Yeah. My sister's filled with freckles. Her face is filled
really?
with freckles. I think that's why I don't like to have freckles, because it's like, I'm different.
That's not your identity.
That's not my thing.
Somebody else's identity.
Exactly.
You like to be unique, which is awesome. It's awesome. And you said I'm weird earlier, and when I was younger, I used to think that being weird is a bad thing. I used to think that was you would get teased. You're weird. You're so weird. And now I always tell people being weird is the best thing you can be. Be your own perfect, unique self. You don't want to be like anybody else. Your weirdness is your specialness. That's the thing about you that makes you unique and special.
Definitely. Especially in social media. I feel like if I could say anything about that, it's just like we already see everybody else doing what they're doing. Like, we need to grow what you want to do, to show what new things you want to put into the world, because everybody can follow something, but few people can actually create. So
original content.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And I always say to people, you should spend some of your time creating every day. Like, you spend a lot of time consuming. Like, you watch TikToks, you watch social media, you watch Netflix or whatever, but you should try to reserve, if you can, at least 10% of your time creating something new in that, mental process. And then eventually you'll start to do more and more of it, because it's just really satisfying. But a lot of people are afraid of their own creativity. Like, they don't want to take a chance of doing something different, new, that might, they might be criticized for or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you ever get trolls or mean people saying anything about you on your social media? Or
yeah, definitely. Like, there's this, when I was little, my parents told me to do something, and they were like, don't read the good comments and don't read the bad comments. Just don't read any comments, because if you read too many good comments, then you're gonna try to get their appreciation for yourself, while you should be appreciating yourself without the need of them liking you.
Right.
And then if you read the bad comments, then you're going to feel bad about yourself. I opened my phone not because I'm being rude, but because...
I can't believe she opened her phone.
Literally. My mom would kill me. No, but I'm opened my phone because I want to tell you, in the last month, I'm going to tell you how many people have followed me and how many people have unfollowed me on my account. And this is... There's a reason behind this. So in the past month, I've had an overall of 281,000 people following me. That same month, I had 138,000 people unfollow me.
Wow.
So at the end, I got 143,000 followers. What I'm saying here is, not everyone's going to like you.
Yeah.
Not everyone is going to be positive towards you. And that's why it's so important to be completely secure about who you are as a person. And not, obviously it's good to have opinions, and it's good if you ask for advice or, a different point of view. That's amazing. But you can't let other people change you. And nobody is completely loved. You know what I mean? Even
by every single person.
Exactly.
That's true.
And I think specifically us as being women in this industry and in this growing world of social media, I think we just have to be very secure in ourselves. And you have to have a very strong roots, because it's very easy to be like, why did 138,000 people go into their phone to unfollow me?
Yeah.
But then I think about it and I'm like, but 240,000 people said, I want to follow her. You know what I mean? So it's either or.
I mean,
at the end of the day.
I know, to some extent, you really want the people who want to follow you to be your audience anyway. You don't want a bunch of people who are not interested in your content or whatever. But also, it's interesting how human nature is that I can have 100 people say great things, and then one person says something mean.
Ruins the night.
And it ruins everything. And you think to yourself, why can't I focus on the 100 good comments versus this one? And even though I block and delete, it's still in you and hurts your feelings. And what's interesting is I think the people that troll or say the mean things, they know that. They know they have that power. So my goal is to not let that happen. But it's also interesting that you say you shouldn't listen to the good comments either. The people that think you hung the moon. And then you think to yourself, can I even live up to that? Can I even live up to this image?
You morph yourself to what they like.
Right.
which is really bad.
And you can't do that. You just have to be true to who you are. And some people love you. Some people can't stand you. And then there's everything in between.
Mm-hmm.
And you're very wise to know that early. Do you think that's because your dad is famous and he taught you that and maybe he went through that, or?
Yeah, I just think it's because of my mom and my dad. Like
Yeah.
back in the day, it wasn't social media, but it was like newspapers, magazines, paparazzi, big shows, like big things. And like right now, it's like memes, posts, and like comments. And for me, I think they literally just tell me it's just like, just know who you are. Just don't lose yourself.
Yeah.
Don't lose yourself finding the people to follow you, you know? So
That's right. Know who you are. And if they follow, they follow. They don't follow, they don't follow. But you're not chasing like to see what they like so you could do what they like.
And
so
your numbers don't make you. Because there's so many artists, and I don't know if you noticed this, but there's so many artists that are doing world tours, sellout tours, that have like 500,000 followers.
Yes.
And
or
then
have no social media.
Or have no social media. Yeah. And then there's this other like amazing big, like let's say a TikTok star that can't fill a bar.
Right.
You know what I mean? So numbers aren't everything. And of course it's a good platform to like transform. But okay, so Live Nation?
Yeah.
So basically, the head of Live Nation, there's this woman named Emily. And Emily always tells me tickets, not likes. And what I say is
tickets, not likes.
Tickets,
that's brilliant.
And likes.
Or tickets and likes. That's awesome.
But tickets, not likes. And the way that we're saying it's like
more
so than social media. Where are you going to take your social media? Why are you doing it?
Right.
You know?
No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. And do you ever find it hard? Like you were saying, I don't sing on interviews anymore because that's my talent, that you could come to my show and hear me sing, that you feel to some extent when you're creating content constantly that you're basically giving away something that's, you know, like that it's hard to like, where do you stop the line of like your entertainment is just on social media without any compensation or without anyone buying tickets, like you said?
I just think like for me, it goes beyond what I share with my fans or what I don't share with the people that listen to me or hear me or follow me on social media, in the way that like I have a vlog, they follow me everywhere, and they capture everything.
Yeah.
And then they edit and they do what they need to do. But at the end of the day, the fans that are with me, they follow me. They know what I'm doing. They know how I'm doing it.
Where's your vlogger over here?
No, literally, don't like. This was supposed to be like a private like trip for me, but I love you, so I was like, let's do this. But literally, if not, I would have had like my people, everybody, so many people. But for me,
I love you too.
Yeah,
you're spunky, and I love you. No, so she's having, so she's using her private time without, her personal time for me. Thank you.
No, but I'm very happy to be here, and I love to have these conversations with you because I feel like they're very, very important.
Yeah, people need to hear. And I also feel like when I talk to you like this, I get to know you even better. And you delve into like the way you handle everything, the way you handle fame, the way you handle family, the way you are growing up. And there are many things to relate to, even though everybody's not living your life. You're living the dream, like you said. Yeah. But all the people that are listening hopefully pick up a little something that inspires them, makes them feel better, gives them a little guidance, that kind of thing. So I'm glad you're here.
No, I'm happy to be here, and thank you for inviting me, and hopefully I can come again.
Yeah, I should have you on again.
I'm sorry for my like terrible English. I haven't spoken English in like literally 2 months, but
why? Your English is perfect.
It's
no. Perfect. Why you
I'm like, no.
You do have perfect English.
Yeah. Okay, good.
The audience here says your English was perfect. Nothing to apologize for.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angela, for joining us today.
Thank you, Anna. I appreciate you.
Same. And that's a wrap, babies.